just got a little more interesting.
Go ahead, Detective.
Nick, you coming?
Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they're very worried.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster. They're at the crime scene again.
Sounds like trouble.
Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me.
I shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
No, I can't Nick stuff. Bugger. Come on, Nick.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see?
Almost like the war never even happened in here.
Artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work.
This line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had it.
Dead, Mr. Avita. Have you
I went
noticed?
overtime, Pete.
That makes two. I'm glad things.
To make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please, if
than
I may,
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is to
just
you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting. But the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. Already, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I
Nick.
will avoid accusations. Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is Robo brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Is this blood?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died.
Right.
Once you have enough evidence, was there anything?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Hell yeah. A baseball bat? Huh. What is this doing here? Red paint?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Hey.
I'm all ears.
Hey, Valentine.
Anything I can help with?
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence.
Your thoughts?
There's a lot of people.
Sure. Your thoughts?
You picked me up in Vault 114. There are really over 100 of these things?
That's all for now.
Sure, sure.
This isn't blood. It's red paint.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
That's not blood around the body. It's red paint.
Mr. Santiago would definitely have red paint. But surely he... Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Why'd you do it, huh? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on
See
my
a
best
lot of
girl.
folks
But
at
now the
their
law
worst.
is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Hard to not
Come
let it
away
get
with
to
me.
you sometimes.
Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but you'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No, 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 no. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God. Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Ugh, fine. I'm going to the beach.
Hello, Detective. How can I help?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably...
I found a love letter to Ezra in your room. Know anything about it?
I should have never written it.
Tell me about you and Ezra.
Oh, God, I don't know. When we first met him, he was just so mysterious and exciting. It seemed like he had been everywhere and done everything.
I don't want to know what that entails.
I convinced Gilda that we should invest in the hotel so I could stay close to him. But he never seemed to realize how I felt. I mean, we spent time together. Going hunting.
Right.
He must have known. But he never said anything.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
We went over this before, Detective.
Maybe you could give me a reason it couldn't be you.
I would never harm Ezra, Detective. I was in love with him.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something? Needs a restock on hunting or fishing?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. Forgot a personal...
Uh-huh. I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know if you find...
Oh, look at that.
Well. If it isn't the long arm of the law.
Hello, Puss in Boots.
Are you a devotee of the art?
Sure. Art is life.
Perhaps. If all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the occam with me.
How much wine has he got?
Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
Uglier than me.
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one?
Ah,
Please be honest. For art without honesty is just politics. More than you would imagine. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man? My fellow connoisseur of the art. Here to see my latest work.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last can and now I can't find it.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus' torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment.
Uh-huh. You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not a brute actor.
Never mind.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No. No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun,
Whatever.
dear.
I'm going to the lab. Hello, detective. Did you need something?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are... Was there something else, detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. Not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first Robo brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and was there something else, detective?
I'd like to hear more.
Oh, wonderful. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Oh, was there something else, detective?
Robo brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
I think they're gonna have to forfeit their deposit.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective. Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Get stuck in one of these things again. It'll be too soon.
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like...
Can we talk about the murder?
Oh, boo, you're no fun. I suppose we can talk about the case and...
Uh-huh. All right.
Keith and I first met when we acted together in Empire on the Nile. It was a period piece, huge. He played Mark Antony, and I, of course, played Cleopatra. Ooh, how I hated that black hair, though. Sean Holzman, he was the director, you see. Well, he threw the most lavish
I'm bored already.
parties. They were absolutely bacchanalian. Did you need something else?
I don't know what that noise is.
Tell me
Or
about
what that
yourself.
word is.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, It sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, Detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
You need to come clean about Keith and Ezra.
Look, Detective, I've known about Keith and Ezra for a long time. We're both movie stars. It's just part of the life. Why would I be mad? Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds. Said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Maybe later.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
Think anyone actually felt like there was a beach in here? Me neither.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
That's it.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
The door to the overseer's office is locked.
Oh, yes. Mr. Parker locked it a while back. After finding it. If the key isn't on him, it's... Was there anything?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Let's grab the key anyway, why not? Everything in here is a take, not steal.
Nice.
Eh.
Nice.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
My fellow connoisseur of the arts, here to see my latest work.
Never mind.
Detective, did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Maybe you could give me a reason it couldn't be you.
I'm sick all the time, Detective. I don't have the strength to do such a thing.
Ezra was embezzling your...
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. This doesn't have to end in more violence,
Ezra? You're alive.
Well, congratulations on catching up, Detective. Yes, I've been masquerading as Juliana for some time now.
What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape.
Well, how is this going to go down?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word. I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like...
Turns out Robo brains can eat. And I served him up a heapin' helping of justice.
Well, bravo. I suppose. Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Something sounded exciting, Detective. Ooh, something sounded exciting, Detective. Ooh, something sounded exciting, Detective.
Why is it split into two parts? I don't get it.
You mind keeping an eye out for a second? Gotta run a diagnostic. Phew. Thanks. What'd I miss?
Where's Bert gone?
What was all that about, Detective? What was all that about, Detective?
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
What was all that commotion? What was all that commotion?
Is everyone all right? Is everyone all right?
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Good day to you. Sir? Hello there. Good day to you.
It's a bit annoying that they all just go blank and back to default mode. Whoa. The other thing they bring their cars down with. Does it work? Can I blow it up? No. Okay. Oh. Never been through here before.
No accounting for taste.
Whoop-de-doo. Oh no, that novelty's worn out.
Sir?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Hey,
Do something for you?
your thoughts?
I got your back.
Your thoughts?
Must have cost a fortune to build a place like this.
Your thoughts?
All these vaults run together for you, too?
Oh, nothing.
Got it.
Wow. Do da do da do 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 do. Jesus Christ, how long is this gonna take? I can see where this is going. Well, alright, let's end it here and just hope that it wakes up eventually.